So I'm feeling better. Look at me, I got my glow about me again. I even put on a little mascara today, and I'm off today. So Chad left today because it's a holiday week and he's gonna have Thanksgiving and the like off. So he left a little early today. So here I am, and I have a nice quiet day to show you my houseplants without bothering someone or being totally dark out or anything like that. So I did want to kind of share an update of my houseplants and how they're doing and so forth, and how I've moved them around, because some of them are still adjusting and some of them are like, okay, I got this. So let's just take a look. I happen to be upstairs in the bathroom right now, and I've got one of my snake plants. This is one of the regular Laurentii right here. This one's been on the struggle bus. I forgot it was on my porch railing last year, and it actually got underwatered, believe it or not. And so it's kind of been on the struggle bus ever since. So we'll see if we could get it to bounce back. If not, it's just a snake plant, and I've already got two of the Laurentii anyway, so it'll be all right. We'll just replace it with a different snake plant, I guess. And then I got my string of turtles up here. And if you remember, I had it on my plant shelf in the dining room under just grow lights. So it is acclimating, or has acclimated well to sunlight just by putting it in the window this time of year. Now, summertime with stronger sun and all that, I would not recommend that, leaving it in there full time. Maybe like half the day and take it out for like a week or two, and then it's part of hardening off. You harden plants off because grow lights do not produce UV rays. And so the sun does, and plants build up their own sunscreen so they don't get sunburn, aka sun scald. It essentially is what you're doing to the plant. All right, let's move on to a different room. The guest bedroom, which I have been enjoying this setup. I really do like it. I like the use of this bed. I want to take down that ladder. Yeah. But I've got my banana tree in the window. The banana tree and the finger lime, all these plants are doing real well. The money tree I had to move up on a box because these lower leaves were yellowing and dropping. And then the upper leaves looked okay. So I figured, well, we'll just put an Amazon box there. And so far, my bird of paradise is looking okay, being that it's in a lower light setting versus full sun, because it was just on my back porch, on my back deck. Waymani, it says it's underwatered, and it feels like it could use a watering. These are pretty plump leaves, supposed to be, and let's just take that down and water it now. Come on. Yeah, usually these plants I just take care of upstairs in the bathroom, and I happen to have my watering can. Now I take it out of the cash pot. I gotta go outside and get more rainwater, it feels like. But yeah, I know this plant's been needing watered. I just couldn't remember exactly where I put it. So I'm gonna leave it sit there for a couple minutes and let it drain back out before I put it back in the cash pot. This plant, Hoya Mathilde, I honestly don't know what is going on with it. I overwatered it at one point, then I think I underwatered it, then this. So I'm thinking this plant's just gonna have to be trash. I think I've ruined it. I think it's time for a new Mathilde. Or maybe I should try taking cuttings first. Let's do that. Let's try taking cuttings. Listen, I just watered this plant yesterday, and it was looking really down and shriveled, and I hadn't watered it for a while and thought, you know what, Mackenzie, just water the damn thing. And then now look at it. It looks worse. So I think cuttings are going to be the way to go on this. And then if it doesn't survive, well, Mathilde is actually pretty obtainable and for a decent price these days. So I'm not going to be heartbroken about it, even though I loved her when she was alive and thriving. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's stop crying about it and get some cutting done. Yeah, I'm going to cut off as much of this as I can. I had this in a 3-inch pot before I up-potted it into the 4-inch pot, and I just don't think it was quite ready for that. So let that be a tip. It's better to let your Hoya be pretty dang root bound in the pot because this could happen. So, I think it looks like off this vine I'm going to get a couple good propagations off of. Let's cut there. Here. That's trash. Wait, no, that's not trash. That could be stuck down into the soil. Okay. There's a couple there. And then I think I'm going to leave the rest of that plant just like that in the pot. It's probably not going to live, but okay. This part right here, this is dead. I can feel it, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut that off. But usually they say, and I don't have experience with this, but they say that if you have a long vine like that that has yet to put on, I'm sorry about that light, that put on its leaves, then that's just going to die off anyway, so you should just go ahead and cut that off. So that's why I'm waiting on a couple of my Hoya that have those long vines out without leaves on them to get the leaves on them first before I take cuttings off of them, because they're just going to die. And that vine, you know, it's incredible, it grew, and we want to share cuttings, so we're going to make sure it's good. Anyway, this is actually feeling kind of weak right here on the stem. So I think that's going to be, I think I'm just going to cut this bottom portion off and call it a good, because they usually one leaf cuttings generally, because it can't, like on some species, yes you can, but typically speaking I would aim for 2 to 4 leaves on a Hoya cutting just to play it safe. So this is all trash. I got 3 leaves in a node there, a couple nodes, and then this is what I'm going to stick down in my sphagnum cup. Then back into the bedroom, and yes, I need to dust in here again. My cane begonias just aren't looking so hot these days, except for the one that I got from the Master Gardener's plant. Well, it's starting to do the same thing. And so I'm wondering, does it need more light than what I'm giving it right here or not? But my special angel is putting out new leaves. So there's another one going off the side there. So I'm, you know, maybe it's just environmental shock and they just need to recover. Hoya Chelsea, this one has been getting yellowed leaves and dropping. And so this is a pretty heavy plant and it's not been staying in the soil, and I don't think it's been getting watered very well. See that? It's coming out. So I stuck some heavy bolts down there to hold the roots in there. Drink, babies, drink. So that's what I think is going on with this. I might need to find a rock or something like that to put on top of this to hold it down, because Hoya has a shallow root system. Their roots are not very big, so your pots are going to be small in comparison to the plants, and that's most of them. Now some of them have a bigger root system. That it's just going off of the size of the roots of your plants basically. So yeah, but it looks better. It's on the mend. Now that top portion I showed, I probably got to do some surgery there with the soil, but it's looking better, so I know that that's what's going on with that plant. I'm kind of tired of the Sepapremnum Hawaiian. It's kind of, I don't know, but it's there for now, filling in. I can always get rid of it later. Now this is where my Curtisii ended up. Hoya Curtisii, however you want to say it. This is a lower light tolerant plant. I've not really tried to grow it in higher light. I've struggled with this one before, and this is my second time with it, and so far so good. So There's a stink bug on Hoya elliptica here. And Hoya elliptica is doing great. Hushkuliana, it's still adjusting. But, you know, I can't tell if it needs watered or not. I'll have to check the app. And I've got air layering going on my rubber tree plant. I'm trying that for the first time. So can't really see anything yet because that just happened as of Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. And then like my Monstera here is doing real well. And look, it's starting to put out something new there. So it's liking this bedroom situation better than the porch, it seems. Begonia lime lug, it's a rhizo begonia, doing well. My variegated string of hearts, it's all doing well, but that's been there. Now, variegated Wayeti, this one's always kind of looked funky too. Look, we got some dying leaves here. I don't know. This plant's also been kind of frustrating for me to grow, but we'll just keep trying. Maybe I need to repot it in terracotta or something. I don't know. I'm not messing with it right now though, because it's looking like it might be potentially be coming off of the struggle bus, and I'm not going to disturb that, so it's staying. Then my regular Wayeti, however you want to say it, it's looking really, really good. Yeah, it's loving life right there. Looking all pretty and sophisticated and elegant. Oh, très elegance. That's right. Walter wanted to talk about how I'm moving some of the plants outside on these nicer days still. Just now, I haven't been doing this. This is why some of these plants just don't look that awesome. These plants are on the verge of being kicked out of the house just because I'm tired of them. This one, the light requirements, I need to get the variegation I want and all that. Not happy with it. This one is putting out a bunch of white leaves because it's too close to the grow light or something. I don't know. Either way, I'm just about done with them. So they're on their last leg, but there they are. This fern, it's sitting on my bathroom toilet. Then these are my bathroom toilet plants. So they're on this tray right here. That way I can move them in and out easier. But yeah, this one's starting to, this Syngonium is getting yellowed leaves. I probably shouldn't pull that off. It is winter time. I should probably just let it sit there and hang until it's dead and then take it off. And then this global green Epipremnum pothos here, it likes lower light. It does not want a bunch of light, but it's just, I had it in that bigger self-watering Costa Farms pot, and these newer leaves weren't getting sunlight or anything like that. And then it's sitting right there in my living room window, so how far is that from the sun right here? You know what I'm saying? So just on these nicer days I'm putting them out. And then this is my southeast facing corner here, so they're going to get some decent sun. Yeah. And then I got my jungle cacti out here, my Thanksgiving cacti, trying to get them to bloom better. I got one bud on this big one right there, my one bud, and I'm new at trying to bloom Thanksgiving cactus. So I figured if it wants cooler, shorter light, well, here's the porch, and you're going to get some sunlight, and then you'll go back into the office. And so I'm going to try that and see how that does instead of putting it under the grow light. And then of course I've got my Aglaonema Silver Bay here that I'd probably need to put on the porch too during this nicer day on my day off as well. Give it some extra light. Yes. Oops. Watch out, doggies. There. You happy now? Oh, my Aglaonema Tigris inside on the dining room table too. It's been losing leaves, so maybe I should stick it out for the day as well. My propagations, no. They're better off in this situation right now because it's cooler outside than in here, and heat and humidity and stuff are going to help these actually germinate better. So no, we're not going to do that. Oh no. Oh no, look at the Vitiniliodes. Oh my. There, now that's all the plants I'm willing to take outside for right now, because that's a lot of plants to move in and out, especially without trays. And then amongst my messy dining room, how are some of these plants doing? Remember the other day I potted up Mr. Tent? Mr. Tent has stopped with the yellowing of the leaves. Yay! Yes, Mr. Tent looks like a little shocked, but not bad. It's looking like it's not on the decline anymore. Fuensis looks good. There's a little prop up here of, I found this string of turtles laying down there with my gardening supplies, and so I said, well, let's just try to prop that up here. So it's a little K-cup with sphagnum moss, toothpicks, and some cellophane loosely taped around. We'll see how that does. My goodness. I'm still getting roots on that. Oh yeah, freaking, I don't know what's going on with some of these plants, man. All I know is some of them are rocking and some of them are not. So we're just gonna hang in there, cross our fingers, and just love these plants as best as we can, okay? Because they're just, some of them are just adjusting. These over here, they're doing pretty well. Elephant's doing good. Cotyledonides, like I said, or however you say it, it's looking, I overwatered it the one time. I probably need to check the roots. I don't know, man. I don't know. Bella's looking great. Bella does well. Rhaphidophora, Ring of Fire. My artillery plant, my Palea here, I cut that back quite a bit. It was having quite a bit of dead leaves and stuff on it, and it looks like it's recovering well, so that's fine. My Calathea ovifolia, it's a Calathea. Oh yes, kitchen plants, kitchen plants. So before I do dishes and take care of my house stuff on my day off, I'm gonna share with you my kitchen plants. I might be starting to overwater my Adansonii, however you want to say it here. Micans is doing great. I've been underwatering that quite a bit, and it's taking off and putting out lots of new growth, which is great because everybody loves these plants, and so I'll be able to give out lots of propagations. And yeah, everything else, Globulosa villosa there, Kit Kat, Tiger Paw, Rhizo Begonia, this little succulent cacti. I'm not sure well, if it's a cactus, it's definitely a succulent, but if it's a succulent, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a cactus. So whatever, that thing. Yep. Propagation's doing well. Oh, my seedlings, how are they doing? They're okay. They're okay. They are hanging in there. So this is kind of where my plants are right now. They'll either make it or they won't. It's fine because I've got room for more plants. Try it again. Learning experience. Anyway, guys, I love you. And so does Jesus. God bless y'all.